you know.
And that actually said too, that's because the period we're at now too, I feel like that's a lot harder for us because we have there's like this permanent like disconnect that seems to happen between the older generation and the younger generation. Like when we were growing up, you know what I mean? And I think we're all different age groups, you know what I mean? I grew up like in the 90s. You grew up 80s, right?
80s,
like
90s.
80s was your youth, and 80s was your youth. Yeah,
90s was definitely like my most formative years.
Okay, so you're but like, and when we're growing up, like you respected your OGs, you looked up to them. You know what I mean? You took knowledge. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? And in today's generation, this isn't just about hip hop. This is like everything on a whole. But it's like the young generation, because they grew up on the internet and shit. They're like, we know everything.
Right.
You can't tell us shit. Yeah. So it's hard for people to even, you know what I mean, to even take the torch and lead because.
They got Encyclopedia Googlicana now, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to crack open a book. You just go to Wikipedia, Google, YouTube.
And, you know, a lot of times Wikipedia is not that, what is it? The information in there is not complete.
Okay, you want a good example now? This is taking it back to hip hop, but it's kind of funny. And we're not trying to be too funny on this podcast, but it falls in pocket with that exactly. But so when I interviewed Classified, I've been a huge Classified fan for years, right? I interviewed him 2 times prior, and then this one time, like my 3rd time doing it, I was hanging out at an ex-girlfriend's house. I didn't think I was getting the interview. He hit me back like a couple hours before. He's like, yo, let's get it. And then I didn't hear back from him. So we just headed down to Yonge and Dundas to watch the show anyways. I went and talked to security. I'm like, class, you know, so he's going to do an interview. I haven't heard from him in a couple hours. Can you ask him? So after the show, he was like, yeah, come back. So I'm like, fuck. So I wasn't prepared really, right? So like I kind of like scribbled some quick notes. I went on Wikipedia. I already had a few things I wanted to ask, but then I went on Wikipedia. Well, on Wikipedia, I didn't use my fucking brain. Okay. So it said instruments played. Wind flute.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know, like I didn't know you could play the flute, whatever. So in the interview, I asked him like, so I heard that you play the wind flute, and DJ Ivy looks at him and is like, isn't that a penis? My face was so fucking red. And I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? Because it was just one of those quick things, but I didn't even like think twice, so right? I'd never heard the term wind flute as a penis.
I've heard skin flute.
Skin flute. Sorry, that's what it was. It was skin flute.
No, that's what it said.
Skin
so
flute.
You actually asked Classified
if he played the skin flute.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I did that.
So somebody altered his Wikipedia?
I don't know how that happened.
He played the skin flute. Classified.
Someone was mad.
Yo, Maloney asked Classified in an interview if he played the skin flute. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest going like inside jokes with me and Obi.
What was his reaction to that?
Well, like,
what did he say? How did he respond?
He like paused for a second. I have it on video. I cut it out of the interview, obviously, right? Like out of respect, and you know. But yeah, I still have the video. I can play you that sometime.
Response on the No Condom podcast.
I can play you the video sometime.
Yeah,
play the skin flute.
Yeah. He like paused for a second, like was almost like, did this motherfucker just ask me this? Because me and Class have been cool too, right? So like he's probably thinking, what the fuck?
Oh, you remind me of Class.
And then fucking Ivy looks, he's like, this guy just ask you if you suck dick or like some shit like that. I'm like, and my face just like probably just went completely white. I'm like, oh shit, I just did that.
Oh man, that's hilarious, bro. That's absolutely fucking hilarious. I wish I was in the room. I wish I could have been like a spider on the wall.
Oh man,
that's the lesson. Don't trust Wikipedia for everything.
Don't trust Wikipedia.
Man. Wikipedia
for everything. There's some info, but it's a lot of it's basic. So you got to do extra research.
It's stuff you can find out yourself, really, if you just do a quick Google.
Yeah, no,
but
it's crazy.
That's always my my example for people. Like don't trust Wikipedia.
Don't trust Wikipedia. Don't trust what you read online. Verify it directly from the fucking source.
Or not in that case.
Dude, that's awesome. That's hilarious. That's like you're gonna dine on that story for the rest of your fucking life.
That's definitely the biggest embarrassment ever in an interview. Shout out Shortcut in the place to be right now too. Hey,
Shortcuts up in here. Shout out Max FM. Shout out Chris Jackson, Mike Boogie.
Yes,
and